In today's TOEFL lecture, we will focus on the basic comparative structure, which is commonly used to compare two things. The structure is subject plus verb plus comparative adjective plus than plus comparison. For example, we can say, "This book is more interesting than that one." In this sentence, more interesting is the comparative form of the adjective, and it is used to show the difference between two items. When applying this structure to a sentence-building task, we first identify the subject and verb, then choose the correct comparative form, and finally complete the comparison using than plus the comparison clause. Therefore, the correct sentence is, "It was much more interesting than I expected." Here, we will review several basic English sentence structures and how they are used in sentence-building tasks. First, we have the structure subject plus be verb plus adverb or adjective. For example, "She is always late." This pattern is used to describe a state, condition, or characteristic. Second, we use subject plus adverb plus main verb plus object. For example, "I often study at night." In this structure, the adverb helps show frequency or timing of the action. Third, we look at subject plus be plus adverb plus VING. For example, "I am still studying for the exam." This structure emphasizes an ongoing action that continues up to the present. Now, applying these patterns to the sentence-building task, we identify the subject I and use the structure that expresses an ongoing thought process. The adverb still is placed after the verb am, followed by the present participle thinking, and then the object phrase about the different options. Therefore, the correct sentence is, "I am still thinking about the different options." We will focus on purpose phrases, which are used to explain why an action is performed. A purpose phrase answers the question why, and there are several common forms. First, we use to plus verb infinitive, which is the most common structure. Second, we can use for plus noun or gerund ing form. Third, we may use in order to plus verb, which is more formal. Finally, we can use so that plus clause, which expresses a complete reason. Now let's focus on the most common pattern: subject plus verb plus object plus to plus verb. In this structure, the purpose of the action is directly attached using to plus a verb. Applying this to the sentence-building task, we identify the subject and verb, then add the object, and finally express the purpose using the appropriate form. Therefore, the correct sentence is, "I need them all for my research project."